the door opening, and I framed it up and we put some sheetrock over it. Now we need to get all this old caulk out of here that was on the old door so that we can smooth this out. There's silicone in there too.
I can do the rest if you want.
There you go.
Introduce your handyman.
What's that?
Introduce your handyman.
Oh, well, my name is Ron Karn, and this is Kamal Mishmish.
Hello. I'm a sidekick. Do a lot of the busy work. I don't want to involve too much.
And because this was an exterior wall at one time, it's got siding on it. And instead of pulling all the siding off and putting sheetrock up there, we're just going to cover over it with a layer of drywall mud. And make it smooth, plus it'll have a texture to it. Drywall mud will shrink as it dries, so you'll see cracks in it. So after it's dry, we'll have to come back over and maybe put a little more mud on it and smooth it out. It's where it's thickest is where it's going to crack at. This was just a piece of scrap cut from the other end. So you know, if you have to put it in here backwards, it'll still fit pretty well. And we're using that piece of scrap and not wasting it. Well, cutting what I'm hoping is the last piece, but there might be another little piece that has to go in there to make it full. But I'm measuring 21 inches, and then I'll cut it, and hopefully it'll be the completed piece then. 21 inches, and 21 inches, and then I'll take the top line and put it on here, stretch it across, snap the line. And then, just like we learned in kindergarten, cut on the line. Now we'll take our other slide a little sliver in there. Or come up with other plans. About ready to tape and mud here? Come on. Well, I was just saying, if we were going to use like an air tester gun, we would go and put water in here and use a mixer and mix it up really wet so that it goes through an air gun. But for this type of stuff here, we don't need to do that because he was just asking me if we needed to mix it up. So. thin coat on here, then, you know, I can start working that mud in and getting it smoothed out. With this being your projection room, and at the wall that you're going to project on, see if we can make it nice and smooth for you.
So once we get all the insulation and drywall up, we have to cover up the screw holes with drywall mud, and then any like big cracks we gotta use this tape and like drywall mud the tape. And once all that's done, we put a thin layer of drywall all over this to give it like a thin like coat before we put a primer on it. I like this part because it's like putting like bandages on wounds or something.